Yo, what's up, guys? So, I've been seeing a lot of people talking about this. I've mentioned it on my Twitter. I've mentioned it kind of in the passing and other videos, but I figured I should actually talk about it maybe a little bit at length. Um, so, let's talk about the Wizards and Hasbro situation that's been going on the past couple months. Um, Overall, I'm kind of disappointed in Wizards overall, mainly with how often they've been producing product, the amount of product they're pushing overall. Um, it's kind of disheartening from a consumer standpoint, and also a person who really loves the card game to see it be pushed to a point that I like before. I would once a year the commander decks would come out. I'd buy all four, maybe two if I wasn't really feeling all four. But like as it is right now, you kind of get like that FOMO kind of feel, like fear of missing out, when not purchasing commander decks. Like most recently, the Urza and Mishra commander decks with their like what is it, classic art style. I ended up picking up the Mishra one because I saw how it was performing. It looked fun. Um, and I'm always down for kind of wacky artifact decks. But the Urza one just didn't appeal to me. But if you look at it, like the way they marketed the decks was very much from a like, oh, you better get these. Like this is something we don't do often type of thing. When in actuality, it's stuff they do very often. Just before that was the commander decks for Warhammer, and I ended up picking up all four copies. I pre-ordered them months in advance, but just I'm also a big Warhammer fan. But they were super expensive overall, which is a problem in itself. But now we're getting to the point where we're getting sets every single 2 months, something like that, like which isn't like crazy, but the amount of product they're pushing out with like draft set boosters, jumpstart boosters, the commander decks in every set, like we don't need commander decks for every single set. I know some people would love it, and like I like it, like I like seeing the stuff like what we got with all will be one. I'm glad it was just two. It should only be two if they're gonna do them. But like with March of the Machine coming out, we're getting five commander decks. That's unreal. That's too many. Like they're like, I don't know. It's very disappointing to see how much product they're putting out in such a short span of time. It's very anti-consumer and very like pro, like upper end collector. And it also it wears you out. Like I'm very worn out from all of the product that they've been putting out. And then even I've got some examples pulled up. I'll show you guys like the examples of what's happening. But like I was very excited to hear about the new Commander Masters set. I'm mainly a Commander player. I play a little bit of some other formats like Pioneer and such, but um Commander Masters was going to be amazing. I was one of the, like, not few, there's probably plenty of people, but I'm one of many people who, when the like early commander players were also around for the original like yearly commander rotation, that was able to pick up card like the I ended up picking up Erebos in the Dragon commander decks during the creature theme deck year. I think it was 2017. They're reprinting for newer fans and newer players in the Commander Master set, the Dragon. He's like the cover image. But we're also getting like commander staples. People are, pining to see more expensive commander deck cover cards. I'm hoping for a reprint of Atraxa personally, like OG Atraxa. But people are hoping for Edgar Markov from that same set. But to see it get priced out so like hard, um at least pre-orders, I'm hoping this is like the thin silver lining, is I'm hoping it ends up like the previous Masters set that had come out, I think it was like a year ago, that came out, that basically the price was too high to the point that it just wasn't getting bought, so it's still sitting on shelves for a cheaper price, um, or for basically like a cheaper roundabout price. I'm hoping the same thing happens to this, because this is, I said it in said it in a Twitter post. This is highway robbery. How much they're charging for this? This is like an unreasonable and downright criminal price hike on a set that caters to a casual format. Like, Commander at its core is a casual format. There are no organized tournaments. Like, there's no reason that it should be price hiked so high. The only reason you could see it that way is if you view Commander more as a hobby and less of how Standard is, where it's more of like a competition. Viewing it kind of in the way that Legacy is viewed, where Legacy and Vintage are very much like more expensive formats because of the card pool that they have access to. But even then, Commander has always been a casual format. It was literally created by fans and then was later adapted as a actual format that Wizards of the Coast recognizes. But the whole Hasbro thing's been going on for like 2 years now, where they're literally, the amount of product they push out is unreal, to the point that like I've seen a lot of people leaving like the community and not participating in Magic anymore because of it. Like, it's not okay. I do have the 3 big ones, the draft, set, and Commander deck pre-order prices from Wizards on Amazon, which is the cheapest you'll get. You will not get it any cheaper. LGSs are going to charge more because that's the price they are paying. The price on Amazon is round about the price they're paying. They're going to upcharge $20 to $40 probably on the draft and set boosters, and then each Commander deck will probably be like $10 to $15 more upcharged at your local game store. It's very sad to see this, but I'm gonna pull those up. Give me 1 second. All right, guys. So this is the draft booster. As you can see, draft booster is pre-ordering for $309.76. This is from the official Magic the Gathering store on Amazon. This draft isn't, you're not getting, like, the way that draft booster packs work are not the same as set boosters. They are built for playing draft. You're more likely to get the lands from the packs. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's the lands from the packs, like from the set, and then like cards that synergize well. That's unreal. And then $419.09, same thing, the Magic the Gathering store. Like, there's no reason that this should be 100. What is that? Oh, sorry, honey popped up. 100 and what? 50, what? How much would literally almost like $200. It's like 170 something dollars more than any other set booster has gone for. This isn't collectors. This is just a normal set booster. They have collector's packs for draft, or for not draft, for Commander Masters. There is no reason for this price on this, like, there's no reason. This is pure greed. I don't like making this argument. It is literally cardboard. Like, this is the thing that I talk about when I tell people to proxy cards. Like, find a cool art you like and just make your own card. There's plenty of websites where you can proxy. Like, depends, like the quality can be hit or miss, but if you got a printer at home, you can literally just print off the pictures in the right size. You can size it on your images and stuff like that on whatever PNG software you use, 3D Paint, stuff like that. You can size it in pixels and then print it off, cut it out, put it on a land inside of a sleeve. It's literally like that simple, and you're not spending $419 for 24 packs. It is not a 36 pack set. It is a 24 pack set. You are getting 24 packs. What does that equal out to? Like hold on, I'm gonna do some quick math on my phone. 419.09 divided by 24. That is $17 and some change a pack. That is unreal. And you know, single packs buying from an LGS and Walmart and shit, like any big box store and then your LGS is gonna be like, they're gonna be charging $20 a pack. 2022, guaranteed, 100%. No way, unless this price goes down. That is how, which I doubt it is, because LGSs are probably already pre-ordering their limited amount of booster boxes that they're gonna buy because of how much they are. They're already pre-ordering them. Like, they're not getting a deal on this. It's unreal. And then the commander decks, $309 for 4 commander decks. That's like 80 something dollar. I think it's actually more than it was before. Like, I think it was cheaper a few days ago. What, 309.03 divided by 4? Yeah, $77. $77. So these are going to be like $90 at your LGSs. They're going to be like $90 at Walmart. There's no way stores are going to charge the $80 for it. There's no way. They're not like they're not going to charge $80 for this and make $3 off it. There's no way. Unless this price goes down, there's no way. It's like unreal. I guarantee you, if they charge less than the $90, they're going to be taking a loss on it. It's stupid. It's upsetting. I love Magic. Like, Magic is probably like, I've met most of my friends through Magic and video games, basically. I've met most of my friend group from Magic, and this is genuinely heartbreaking to see. I don't have any other words to describe it other than I feel like Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast are literally betraying the trust of like its consumer base. Like, they have their collectors, reserve list collectors, all that shit. They don't give a shit about these prices. Reserve list people do not. Their biggest whale collectors and stuff do not give a shit about these cards at all. All they care about are the cards on the reserve list, the Power 9, all of that. This is supposed to be this set is advertised at actual consumers who play the game regularly, not people who are collecting. It's people who play Commander and enjoy Commander, and they're taking advantage of them. It's disgusting. Most of my friends have basically sworn off buying Wizards of the Coast products, especially after the whole fiasco with the D&D stuff. But like, they don't buy Magic cards. They don't buy singles. They play the same decks they've had since 2019. Like, I'm the only person left in my friend group that still actively builds decks and buys product, which is a lot because most of those friends got me into Magic. Like, I am the only person who still does it. And after this, like, if the price hike does not go down and it stays that high, like, as much as I would love to pick up the Sliver deck or even the Eldrazi deck, considering they're both, Sliver deck isn't one of first of its kind. We had that Sliver starter deck a few years ago, but the Eldrazi commander deck is like first of its kind of commander deck. We've gotten an enchantment deck before. We've never really gotten a Super Friends deck like the Planeswalker Party Time, but like, I don't see it being that great. I think the two standouts are the Sliver and the Eldrazi one, mainly because we're getting a new 5-color Sliver. Most people have formulated that's probably going to be a Sliver Queen-esque card, something that does similar things and fills that same role. Maybe a new Sliver Queen, a new Queen of the Slivers, because Sliver Queen is on the reserve list, so it can't be reprinted. But it's probably going to be something like that. People are thinking. Also hoping that, they print the other 2 good 5-color commanders in there that are relatively cheap price. I think it's Sliver Hive Lord that gives your Slivers indestructible, and then the first Sliver, which has Slivers have Cascade, which I could see them doing. I think Sliver Hive Lord is like $30 and the first sliver is like $20. So like not super expensive cards. They might not just because of how expensive the cards are, but it's not the first time they printed a card that expensive. I don't see them doing both, but it would be nice, you know, if you're charging that much to print those two cards. That's the minimum that we could ask, because none of the other sliver cards in the sliver archetype are that expensive. I think most slivers go for like a few dollars. I think there's like a handful, like less than 10 OG sliver cards that are like really strong that go for like an exorbitant price. And by exorbitant, I mean like $5 to $10. And then the Eldrazi deck, because two of the Eldrazi Titans are dead, being Kozilek and Emrakul. No, not Emrakul. Kozilek and I can't remember his name. Urbor. No. I don't remember his name. The Ceaseless Hunger one. I can't remember his name. Emrakul is the only one that's still alive. It's trapped. She's trapped in a moon. On Innistrad. So we've already seen the art for the new Eldrazi. It's a new Eldrazi, and the only Eldrazi's that are legendary creatures are Titans. So it's a new Eldrazi Titan. So people kind of hyped about that. Plus, it's the first colorless commander deck they've ever printed. So people are very excited about that. But for the prices that they're charging, like I don't like, that was a long-winded bit, but I don't see myself buying them at all. Which is really sad because I'm a big fan of slivers. I think they're kind of goofy. I have a sliver deck on Arena that I play occasionally. That's pretty fun. And then the Eldrazi one, I had a buddy who attempted to make a colorless like theme deck. It wasn't just Eldrazi. Mainly Eldrazi, but it was basically just a colorless deck. Sans like the artifact spamming and stuff like that. But it's very exciting to see stuff like that, but not for the price that they're asking for. It's very disappointing. Kind of saddening to see a company that I used to respect basically spit in my face and MTG as a whole's face with these prices. And that's not even like, the prices are like just a small portion of it. Like master sets are usually expensive, but like the amount of product they push out that like pushes, like it's slowly pushing out more and more players that are not like creators. Like I wouldn't consider myself an MTG creator. I just make videos about it and play it. Same with Yu-Gi-Oh! I wouldn't consider myself a Yu-Gi-Oh! Content creator. I just play the game and enjoy talking about it and collecting it. But like bigger creators like the Command Zone, Shivam, fucking the Tolarian Community College, there's a few others that I'm leaving out. Not a few, a metric shit ton of others that I'm leaving out. But bigger creators like that it's actually their job to cover stuff will probably have no problem getting this product. Shit, fucking Hasbro will probably send them care packages of these items to cover so they can get more publicity, which is fine on them. They did do your job, no hate. Like I love watching a lot of these creators videos, especially on new products. But to the people who don't get those those like care packages and don't get brought out to like the big cons and stuff like that and get their little creator badges and stuff to go talk about Magic and get a bunch of free product from them for basically advertising them, this is a spit in the face. Like this is them literally like throwing their dirtiest bucket of water on us and telling us, pay us money or like we're just going to keep making the game worse for you. It sucks. That's basically all I have. I just thought I would talk about it. A little bit of a sad note. I'm going to continue making content, obviously, on Magic with Arena and decks I'm building, because I don't think I'm going to stop building decks. I'm probably just going to stop buying fresh product from Wizards of the Coast. I don't see myself continuing to support them. I will continue to support my local game stores and buying singles from them in the form of stuff that has been sold to them by other people who play the game. I have a store here, um, a town over, something like that, that has a big cabinet of cards that people pull their cards, bring it to them, they sell them, they get their money, and a portion of it goes to the store. Super nice, super sweet. But I probably won't continue supporting Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast as a whole until I see a change that feels positive, and this is not a positive change. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button down below to know my videos go live. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs before the end of the year. All the support helps. Share it with your friends, your family, anybody who's into Magic, anybody who's into Yu-Gi-Oh. But yeah, that's all I got for you. Peace, guys.